The bamboo forest felt different tonight. As familiar as the lines on my palm, the path usually hummed with comforting whispers of wind through leaves. But now the air hung heavy, thick with the scent of damp earth and something beneath it, like incense burned too long ago. The moonlight filtered through the canopy in sharp silver blades, cutting patterns on the ground that shifted when I blinked. My footsteps echoed as though walking on hollow wood. An unsettling resonance that lingered a half-beat too long. I pulled my jacket tighter, telling myself it was just autumn's chill. But why did the cold feel so personal? It started subtly, a flicker at the edge of vision like moth wings against glass. The bamboo groaned around me, not with wind, but with a slow, deliberate strain, as if ancient spines were bending under invisible weight. That incense smell deepened, now carrying notes of wet stone and dried tears. I tried focusing on my watch, its luminescent hands crawling, but time seemed to thicken like congealed syrup. Every rustle became a sigh. Every shadow pooled into shapes that almost resembled draped fabric. Almost, my throat tightened. I gripped the locket in my pocket, mother's face behind glass, forever smiling, forever accusing. The cold intensified in sudden pockets, biting through layers like spectral teeth. One moment my breath misted. The next, the air turned cloyingly warm, thick with the cloying sweetness of rotting lotus blossoms. My pulse hammered against my ribs, erratic as a trapped bird. That extra footfall kept pace behind me now, a phantom stride sinking with mine on the path. When I froze, it continued for 3 more steps before halting. No crunch of leaves, no disturbance in the moonlit dust. Just that lingering pressure against my spine, colder than winter steel. Shadows elongated toward me as if drawn by my fear, or my guilt. Memories surfaced unbidden: mother's hospital room, beeping machines, my trembling hand pulling the plug as she mouthed, "Not yet." The locket burned against my thigh. Around me, bamboo stems began weeping beads of moisture that ran dark as ink. Their reflections in moon puddles didn't show trees, but figures, tall, impossibly thin, heads bent low. Not touching me, just standing, waiting. The path ahead blurred, the familiar bends replaced by a straight tunnel of whispering stalks. My foot landed on something brittle, a shattered sake cup, edges gleaming like broken teeth. I knew this cup. It was hers. Panic sharpened into razor clarity. I ran, branches whipping past like skeletal fingers. My breath tore ragged holes in the silence. Moonlight warped, bending the bamboo into funhouse. Mirrors that reflected not me, but a hunched shape dragging chains of shadow. Every direction twisted back toward that shattered cup. Above, the moon vanished behind shifting leaves, plunging the grove into suffocating blackness. Only the weeping of the bamboo remained, each drip hitting the earth with the finality of a grave shovelful. And beneath it, a dry rasp like paper sliding over stone, or lips parting, then stillness, absolute. The path opened into a clearing I'd never seen before, centered by a solitary well choked with vines. Moonlight pooled there, illuminating the stones like weathered bone. My locket vibrated against my skin. Slowly, with glacial inevitability, something pale and slick rose from the well's mouth. No face, just endless black hair clinging to a form that listed sideways, broken-necked. The bamboo groaning ceased. Even the weeping stopped. all sound, and condensed into that single presence, and a voice that wasn't sound, but ice water flooding my skull. You promised to visit. The locket shattered in my pocket, glass slicing deep. Steps circled me, now dozens of them, shuffling through dry leaves without moving a single one. The thing by the well raised a hand, fingerless, ending in ragged strands of shadow. Pain lanced through my chest where the glass cut. But no blood welled, only a slow leak of silvery mist. My reflection in the well water showed nothing but moonlit emptiness. No face, no body, just the grove, and the figures standing where I should have been. Their sorrow wasn't imprisonment. The footsteps weren't following. They were merging, the bamboo side, heavy with new blossoms blooming black under the moon. Two promised, two visited, two was I before the well, before the locket, before.